guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about a palette that is very comparable to the new Urban Decay Heat palette. So I wanted to do this video for those of you who don't want to spend the $54 on an eyeshadow palette, but you still want the same palette. Well, not the same palette, but a palette that's very comparable to it. So I came across this palette in Ulta. It is the Makeup Revolution Slay palette. So this is what it looks like. You have the cute little shift. It just has hashtag slay on it. I actually noticed that a lot of you don't really like to spend money on the higher end makeup. So I really wanted to do this video for those of you who don't want to spend, you know, $54 on an eyeshadow palette, but you want something that's very comparable to it. So today I was in Ulta and I was not even looking for this palette, you guys. I was in there looking for the Maybelline eyeshadow, not the eyeshadow, but the new Maybelline highlighter that everybody is talking about. And I still can't find it to this day. I still cannot find it. I went in Walmart, I went in Target, I went in Walgreens. So like I said, I was in Ulta looking for one thing and I ended up finding this palette. And when I picked the box up, I flipped it over to the back. When I saw this picture on the back, I immediately thought about the Urban Decay Heat palette. I was like, wait a minute, this better not be a dupe to the Urban Decay palette. So I opened it up in Ulta because they don't even have a sample of this palette in the store. So I went ahead, I opened it up, and as soon as I opened it up, I was like, oh no, Makeup Revolution did not do another dupe to a high-end product. If you don't know, Makeup Revolution does a lot of dupes to high-end makeup products. So with that being said, I felt the need to get this palette tested out for you guys and just seeing, you know, how it works on the eyes, how the swatches are, and all of that good stuff. So far, so good, and you guys will see a little mini tutorial throughout this video, and I'll also show you guys some swatches. Now, in the past, I did own the Urban Decay Smoky palette, which was my very first Urban Decay eyeshadow palette, and I only used that palette maybe once or twice. And even though that was my very first Urban Decay eyeshadow palette, I can't really just judge the actual shadows from Urban Decay because I can't really go based off of the only palette that I owned. But I wasn't too pleased with that palette. Like I said, I've only gotten a couple of use out of that palette, and I actually ended up selling it on my Poshmark closet, which, by the way, if you're not following me on Poshmark, follow me on there because I do sell a ton of my makeup on there. So for those of you who are wanting makeup but don't want to spend so much money on the makeup, I do sell some of my gently used makeup products on my closet. So check it out. I will have the link down below in my description. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. Now, as far as applying the shadows on my eyes, I use my Sigma E40 brush to apply the darker brown in my crease. And I wanted this to act as my transition color because I was going for a smoky, golden, purpley, orangey looking look. I know that doesn't really make sense, but I didn't really know what look I was going for with this palette. So I kind of started off, you know, with the safe color, which is this brown color right here, and it just kind of went in nicely in the crease and it blended out effortlessly. And then I went back into the crease with both of the orange shades in this palette. So I mixed both of these shades together. So one shade is more of a coral and the other one is kind of like a brick red. It comes off really, really light on camera, but this is such a beautiful warm tone brick color. And then to darken up the crease color, I went in with the darker shimmer shade in this palette, which is a really deep purple. It's kind of like a purple brown color. So I wanted to put this in the outer corner of my eye and kind of work it into my crease so it can look more smoky. And then on top of everything, I went on top with the gold in this palette, and this gold is amazing. I did not know it would be as pigmented as it was. It went on so beautiful, as you can see, and it's just so gorgeous. But for the inner corner of my eyes to highlight, I went back into the gold color right here, which is gorgeous, you guys. I feel like this is probably the best color in this palette. Actually, these last three colors, which are the shimmer shades, these are the best colors in this palette. Like, they are so pigmented, so creamy, and so soft, and I just really like how everything came together, even though I did not know what look I was going for. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video on this palette for you who are wanting the Urban Decay eyeshadow palette but don't want to spend $54 on that palette. So yeah, I think that is everything I have to share about this palette. Like I said, I got it from Ulta. It was only $8. So you pick $54 for the Urban Decay palette or $8 for the Makeup Revolution palette. what are your choices? Let me know down below which one you would prefer. If you have the Urban Decay palette, let me know how you like it. And if you've ran across this palette, let me know if you like it. Again, this is the Slay palette. So if you're interested in trying this palette out, I will have the link down below in my description of where you can purchase it if you don't see it in your local Ulta. But yeah, I think that is everything I have for this video. I hope it was helpful for those of you who are on the fence of buying the Urban Decay palette and you just don't want to spend so much money on a palette. So I hope it was helpful for those of you. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And I think that is everything I have for you guys for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.